So everyone, hello and welcome to the meeting. Anyone is going to lead the meeting, or am I going to lead the meeting, or how?
I think Azza is going to lead this graduation meeting ceremony.
Okay.
And she will join.
Sounds good. So in the meantime, congratulations to all of you, and to the welcome with the new baby, the mother.
Thank you.
Wishing you all health, you and your baby.
Thank you so much.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you, Dr. Nadir, and welcome aboard to Mother. Congratulations.
Thank you, Lubawa.
So and we're gonna start with a little bit introduction or some statement. So I'd like to thank everyone for joining this fellowship program, and I really appreciate all your effort, your hard work, and the projects you did well, and your involvement in every step we took together, and the presentation in these two conferences. This is really a big achievement and accomplishment for the whole team. So it's not gonna be one person job, but I really appreciate every one of you contributing. I know sometimes every one of you might come across some difficulty handling two things at one time. Maybe you did not meet or you did not achieve some goals that you wanted to achieve or get done some task, but in all you work as a team, and the results, I think, talks about itself for every one of you, and really appreciate your time, your effort, and congratulations to all of you. And I will leave it to Azza to lead the meeting. Welcome, Azza.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you, Dr. Nader. I'm sorry that I was late. I was just some stuff around. I hung something here. I don't know if you can.
We can see that. That's a good.
Yeah, backward when I hang it, when I saw it on the screen. I'm not sure it says congrats, 2000. Congrats. It has been really joyful and interesting and experience and full of knowledge and full of new experiences. And I'm sure each one of you has something to say about it. I'm very grateful for Dr. Nader, of course, for each one of you. And we wish that we can meet together one day. And of course, our collaboration will never end. And I believe this is the start. And hopefully we can do some great things in the future. And I wish every one of you, I wish you a blissful future for our fellows who is going to start the residency. So you're lucky, you got a graduation at the start of the residency and you will graduate. And wish you best of luck and congratulations again. And thank you for everybody. If anyone wants to share or wants to have a small speech, Ru'a, Lubaba.
Okay, I will go.
Yes, sure. Hi, you're raising your hand. I'm sorry. I didn't see you. But Ru'a, thank you.
No, she can go. It's okay.
Yes, okay.
So first of all, I would love to say that I'm very thankful and grateful for Dr. Nadir, of course, for giving us this huge opportunity to be in such a great institution like Michigan State University and to have an amazing leader like you. I believe that this experience really developed not only me, even my colleagues on a personal level as well as on a professional level. And it was one of the experiences that I had in my CV. I always speak highly about it, and I believe it enhanced my knowledge in research, in leadership, in even how to work in a team and how to learn to collaborate with each other. So thank you so much for that. For my colleague, I'm very grateful to have you all as friends and as brothers and sisters as well. And I wish that we meet in the future when I come to the US, inshallah. So thank you all.
Thank you, Ra. Go ahead, Khalid.
Yes, thank you, Azza. I think it was a great opportunity, really, to be able to attend different presentations, greatly done by you, of course. I've learned a lot throughout the process. I it also was a great opportunity to present many topics. I've never had the experience or in presentation, especially in English, since it's not my first language. I've grown more confident in presenting topics. I've also learned a lot, not just in geriatric medicine, but also in research. It was a great opportunity to work with all of you, and I think that this collaboration should not end. As you said earlier, it should be a start, not an end. Dr. Nader supported us enormously. He was responsible for all of these achievements, and I think he really deserves the gratitude because it really was a great experience.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Khalid. Thank you, Ra. Well said. You speak on our behalf, I think. Mulham, you want to add something? I think.
Thank you, Azza. Frankly, I don't have the words to explain the gratitude to what we have here and this day. And thank you very much, Dr. Nader, for this great opportunity that you provided to us. Really, it's something that changed a lot of us. It allowed us to understand things in a better way. And I was very fortunate to be able to present multiple topics and learn from them. I learned a lot. I'm very fortunate from all those experiences. And what you did is really mind-blowing by utilizing the internet to join all of us. Right now, we are very good in terms of communication with each other. I'm very fortunate we have communication in this way. And I believe this is only the start. We are friends now. And this might be the end for some of us in this fellowship, but it's definitely the start. And we're going to build up more. And hopefully soon we're going to meet. And thank you very much, Dr. Nader. Really, I appreciate everything. We have a lot of moments here. We laughed a lot. We learned a lot. And this is going to keep on going. We're going to, hopefully, inshallah, we're going to collaborate in more things in the future. Thank you very much, Dr. Nader. And thank you, everyone, for being amazing and joyful, filled with life, really. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mulham, and everyone. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Mulham. Who would want to jump in? If you're ready, Marwa, how are you feeling today? Oh, Lubabia, raise your hand.
Yeah. So thank you, Azza. As everyone said, like really words cannot begin to explain how much grateful I am to be just part of this fellowship program. It was really a great opportunity to learn, share knowledge and experience, and just like enjoy being part of this and learning from each one of you. And as Roa said, I totally agree. This didn't help us only on the from educational standpoint, but also from personal standpoints. I believe, like myself, I can talk about myself. I have improved in many aspects, and I can like really say that I became more confident in presenting. I started to enjoy even the process of like um, presenting, learning, and just searching about each of the topics that we discussed. So I'm really grateful for Dr. Nader and for each one of you for sharing these moments together. And as you all said, this is just going to be the start of hopefully long-lasting relationship and prosperity for each one of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Marwa. Lubaba?
So first of all, thank you so much for the opportunity, Dr. Nader. And as my colleagues said,
I think there is some interruptions, Lubaba.
I think my internet is.
Yes. We. I don't think I can hear her. Anybody else? Mhm. Sorry, but we couldn't hear anything. Can you start over? Okay.
Yeah, while she can
Can
jump.
someone else? Yeah.
Yeah, while she can
Someone
jump
else
back
can
in, I
talk.
just.
Yep.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, right.
Yes, first and foremost, I would like to thank you, Dr. Nader, for this great opportunity. Like, it would have not been possible without you. It was very useful experience 10 months ago from now, and today is totally different on research level, education level, communication levels. It has been very, very helpful, and I cannot thank you enough. I would like to thank you all the fellows who made it work, with all the great work with the project, with your active participation, weekly participation. It has been really useful to our CV, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna help the fellows who match in their residency, and it will help us when we match, inshallah, hopefully. Yeah, I would like to thank you very much, and I wish you all the best for the next years, for the next fellows that are coming the next year. And it's really unique and great idea, and it will be better and better for the next coming years. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Wai. Khalid, you can go ahead.
Um, Hello, everyone. And as my colleagues mentioned, honestly, we don't have the level of gratitude that and the appreciation. I don't think we can express it simply in words. We are very thankful, and or I speak about myself, I'm very thankful, and I appreciate the help and the opportunity. When I started the fellowship, I have some knowledge disconnected here and there, but during this fellowship, I learn a lot, and I have something concrete that I can build on, and I can confidently read a paper, and I can start to critique, and I can know what what is a weak study and what is a strong study, and all of this is because of your help and your guidance. And thank you again for your patience. You starting teaching us from the scratch. also, not only the research part, I honestly, I consider all the fellows, I have a good friendship with them, and this is very valuable, and we will keep fostering it throughout the years, and I feel more like a family. And this is also one of the greatest opportunities I got from this program. And also, I would like to thank Azza for this beautiful congratulation ribbons for graduation. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Khalid.
Thank you, and you're welcome, Khalid. Well said. Thank you so much. Who is raising their hand? Lubab, are your audio is okay? We can give it a try.
Let's see if picture is off. Unfortunately, I can't move location. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. I think I'm going to repeat all what my colleague said about our gratitude and our shortness in word to express how we are thankful for you, Dr. Nadir, for providing this opportunity for us. It's really during a difficult time, and it's a unique itself. We really speak about it very highly and very proudly. Despite that, I'm sorry guys, I was running the steps. Despite that, I've been in research master for 3 years, but I wasn't able to accomplish what I did through this fellowship with the work, and I just like caring about the assignments rather than focusing on presenting or publishing. I found this research opportunities really valuable in that stand. So, and I will proudly speak about it whenever the chance came. In addition to the learning and education that we received, personally, I really gained brothers and sisters and relationships that will last long. I'm very grateful for that. Maybe I am the most one that's talk about what's up, because I'm very talkative. I am very happy to have this group actually to expand my social community and network. Especially for people, maybe for people in Sudan is not a big thing, but for us here in US, we hang on for everything that will keep us connected to back home, and people and Sudanese are known about this. So it's really great to have all of the sisters and brothers and the family, as Khalid mentioned, to have, and this is all due to your effort, Dr. Nadir. And I'm going to share again, Dr. Nadir had this idea, I think, a long time ago, and he worked on it until it became possible. So that's really reflect how genuine he is about this and how hard worker he is. And we are very proud to be under your mentorship, Dr. Nadir, and we look up to you, and hopefully we will be helpful in the future. And guys, instead of making like kind of professional and talking like this, we need to add some personal things and make it more fun. I would love to put the DJ as I promised, guys, but just kidding. So thank you so much. I'll try to turn on the camera now. Thank you.
Thank you, Lubaba, so much.
Thank you, Lubaba. Well said. Thank you. I just want to say I'm glad to see everybody's here today. Ali, go ahead.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, everyone. As usual, I have an unstable network connection. Honestly, I don't have words to explain how grateful I am to Dr. Nadir for this great opportunity. During this period, I learned a lot. I get confident while presenting. I know much more now about geriatric. Honestly, I didn't think of geriatric medicine before this fellowship, but I think this opportunity opened my eyes to this great specialty. And also, learn how to critically analyze papers, how to write confidently, how to track updates, and how to be with regards to COVID-19 pandemic and so on. I would like to thank also all the fellows for their great efforts and contribution during this period. I think I learned from all of you guys. Thank you very much. And I'm looking forward to see you as great physicians and researchers. Thank you.
Thank you, Ali.
Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you. Who's next? Sumi.
I think all of my colleagues already said everything. I have nothing to say, I felt, but I have to say something. So again, thank you, Dr. Nadir and all the fellows. You all are equally, it's a very good experience. And I think this, first of all, I would like to think that this is a very unique idea. Whoever I shares, as I'm from a different community than all of you, but whoever shares this idea, people are very surprised that it can be possible. So I feel like Dr. Nadir is very innovative and unique person. And another thing is what I learned from Dr. Nadir is that as a foreign medical graduate, each of us has a one or the other kind of a struggle, and we accept that, and we try to figure out, like, when we become successful, each of us, we should not forget our struggle. And that is a great example for Dr. Nadir, that he invented that, and he tried to help the other foreign medical graduate like us who are struggling. So this is a very learning point for me from Dr. Nadir. So my message is for all the fellows and for Dr. Nadir is, if I have an opportunity to help this fellowship going on moving forward, I would certainly do my best for the following, regardless, hopefully I'll be successful too. But this is something I really learned from Dr. Nadir. Another thing is, like, of course, I am involved in a research for a couple of years, but this is kind of unique. And also, I learned a very good leadership skills from here, how to manage a project and how to communicate with the peers efficiently. And, like how all these, like what I'm saying, like, it's during this pandemic, it was, this is a different kind of communication. So probably in post-pandemic, probably we have to adopt this kind of communication throughout our colleagues and our peers. So this is a very good exercise. And also, how can we collaborate, like not every time possible to collaborate only nationally. So we may have to, in our future, have to collaborate with different states, different countries, with different people. So it is a very good practice in that perspective. And I would say one thing is that Dr. Nadir is our role model, and we should always, I have no speech to show the gratitude, and I'm just want to say that I'm very grateful. And also I'm very grateful for all the fellows, and during our interview time, and I learned from each of you, and some of you are very active and very helpful during our difficult time. So I just want to let anybody know that we all should think that this is this is our start, and we all should help each other whenever possible in future and collaborate to each other. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Sumi. Thank you so much for your words. Tamadur, go ahead, Tamadur.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm really thankful to Dr. Nadir, and I don't know what to say. Like, I just say we will pray for you to go to Jannah. This like Allah will. I don't know what to say. Okay, and it was great time, and it is like an excellent experience, especially during COVID. If we look for any observership or externship, we will not find anything. So it is a great idea to have ongoing knowledge through online practice, and this is so good. I learned a lot from all of you, and as Lubaba said, so we add a lot of friends. Now we have all of you as my friends. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tamadar. We join you in your prayers for Dr. Nader. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Thank you, everybody. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Khalid Osman, did you speak? Or I was just...
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
hard to show enough gratitude, actually. So I might as well say what I already said. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for your words. And I know if we could say or show our gratitude in words, that the time was run out from us. And this was not only, if we talk about the academic experience, this, of course, had added a lot to everybody of us. And from the start, I think my knowledge grew a lot, my confidence level. And I think one of the biggest benefits Lubaba was talking about is the social aspect, and especially of the fellows here in the United States. We need that kind of social aspect. We really needed it. And especially for the, I can say, unrecognized category of IMGs, unmatched IMGs, US unmatched IMGs. Dr. Nader, that was a great idea. The level of support that you showed to us, that we needed. And we're really thankful for that, regardless whether we match or not. We know this is a process, and we can take different numbers of trials for each one of us. But we really appreciate that connection, that kind of support on a personal level. You try to make it personalized for each one of the fellows. And I also want to thank our fellows in Sudan. They conquered everything: power outage, internet loss. They conquered everything so they can deliver. Ali, thank you so much. He was a coordinator for a period of time, and he was on the spot. Khalid, Ru'a, we know how's everything in Sudan, the time difference, and they were working and everything, but thank you so much, guys. This was my experience, and I think what I get out of it is the people, and this is the greatest thing. I just want to ask maybe Dr. Nader, what's your personal, or what was your idea when you started thinking about this fellowship? What was your goal, and how did you find it so far?
Thank you. So I want to start with, again, thank you everyone for your kind words and comments, and maybe stretching the facts about me. But thank you. Really appreciate how you feel about what we did so far. So the idea, I think, came back a few years ago. I had my nephew who came, and he was doing his steps, preparing for step 1. And then he talked about Mayo Clinic, where he spoke about the fellowship there. And after several months, he went and joined that fellowship. So I found out that the fellowship about getting people who passed the steps and did not match, and they work with some of the surgeon there on work like research and publish, and then it will be easier for them to get into residency. So I thought about basically copy and paste the idea in geriatrics. I had several obstacles in the beginning. The first thing is I didn't have connections, so I don't know how the university works, how to establish a fellowship, how to create the curriculum, how to. So I talked to some of the colleagues here. Some of them said it's a good idea. Some of them said, oh, don't bother. The big hassle was how can we fund this? So if it's gonna be a fellowship program, you will need staff to run the back end of it, and you will need to run whatever expenses down the road. So whoever I talk to will ask me the big question: how are you going to fund the program? So that was a little bit of a hustle to figure it out. My idea was to compensate for both worlds. So for you guys, I know because I went through the same steps that you are going through, you needed just a little bit push. So even if you spend time for free volunteering or you don't get paid for the work, the reward will be in your CV, the reward will be in your interviews, the reward will be something else beside money for you. So I don't want to hire you. So that part of the expense for me was a little bit easier to handle. The second part, the details of how can I convince the university that it's going to be beneficial for them and I don't have to get money for them. I try to come up with some reasoning or some comments about if you guys provide or work hard and submit your publications, it's going to be counted for the university. So whatever goals and abstracts, papers, whatever, it will come back to the university as an accomplishment. So some of them bought that idea. And in the meantime, I come across this award for the money to get some expenses covered. So I thought of putting the program together. As far as you guys, I wanted you to learn some basics of research and some added component, as you said, how do you improve your confidence in presentation, because you're gonna present in the first year, second year of residency. And one of the things that you will be required to do is some research work and projects while you are doing your residency. And also, I want you to build a foundation for you if you are interested in pursuing that route when you are done with your residency. Some of you might be interested in research. So if you have a very good, solid foundation, you learn the skills, then you will be successful in that area. So this is why I thought about getting the basics of the programs like SPSS or something. I knew that some might be already in some programs in research, like some of you doing masters or some of you did some studies as far as research skills. And on the other hand, some of you might not know the basics of using PowerPoint or Word or Excel or some. So I divided the group into third level, so entry level of the advanced level and then the middle level. In my process is I want to push everyone to be on the same level. My thinking that was. So I wrote a proposal and I wasn't fully sure it will be accepted. And fortunately, I got the award for that proposal. And we started accepting you guys, we thought about 5 spots only in Michigan. And the application, I think, when I got around 50 applicants applied. So it was a little bit competitive for you guys. I selected 5, and then because when we talked in the meetings, I found out that the expenses might not be as high for some of the software, some of the other part in the budget. So I thought maybe I will expand the number, and we come up with 16 fellow. And we expanded to not only Michigan, but anywhere, because it's going to be virtual anyways. You are not required to come to the MSU facility or buildings. And alhamdulillah, every one of you accepted the position, and it's history from that point. So you did whatever I was hoping for. You did greatly. You achieved, you contributed, you excelled in every aspect that I wanted you to do. And I hope you learned some of the skills and some of the knowledge, some of the techniques and the communication, the presentation skills, the research work, analyzing papers. And I hope all this will come to the future for you guys. You're gonna use some of this in your career. And as some of you mentioned, I hope you will not end here. I hope you will also contribute in the future. My second idea, and I did not pursue that when I was thinking of the fellowship, I thought of joining you guys with some of the residents actually in internal medicine and family medicine. As I said, because they are required to do some projects themselves, each one of them. And I thought maybe if we can make a team, one of you and one of them work in one of the projects, that would be helpful for both of you, because they have access to the hospital, the database, or the patient records, and you will have some knowledge about the research part. But I did not succeed in that idea. Hopefully in the future, maybe we can do it. Maybe when those of you who got into residency down the road, when you are involved in some research, maybe you could think about the current fellows here and reach out if you need some help or you are able to help some. That part was not covered during this year, but hopefully in the future. So that's the history about how we come across, and the rest, you know, each piece of it. I really appreciate. I enjoyed working with you, every one of you, and I learned from you as well. And there is always room for improvement for every one of us. So I am a geriatric attending physician, but still I learn from every and each one of you down the steps that we took together. So thank you, I really appreciate it. Besides knowing you and getting to know each one of you, and it's expanding my relationship with you and friendship or parentship, whatever you look at it. But thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nader. Thank you for the great idea, of course, and the great effort. And we are lucky to be the first batch, and hopefully that we will be part of the whole project, and we will contribute if we can, because we'll see this is the start of a great thing for sure. As Lubaba said, we don't want to keep this totally professional. We want to keep like a little bit of fun side, since it's going to be a short meeting. So anybody want to share any fun fact or anything about this fellowship Dr. Nader, if you wanna have anything, if you wanna change one thing about this, what would you change? Hello?
Dr. Nader, you have to unmute yourself.
Ah, yeah. Can't hear anything.
So you're telling me you can't hear me? You missed a lot.
No, I didn't hear.
So this is a great question, and I really want to show my appreciation for every one of you. So if what's that? It's not working for me. Technical issues. I want to show you we'll do it this way. So if I want to change one thing, I think is the way the university works, because when I approach them, they are very helpful. They are very understanding. The only issue is they raise concerns for the steps. Some of them helpful in the way that they come across or they suggested some solutions. But the layers of hoops that you want to go through to achieve one thing, I think it takes longer. And this is a system, I think, in the US is they devise it so that they prevent people from abusing the system. But at the same time, it put some people like me in a struggle that's not needed. So, for instance, when we got the payment, the whole thing, I come across for you guys, I wanted everyone to get an access to some part of program. Then the question was, oh, sorry, they are not MSU student, they are not MSU staff. So we have the money, but we cannot pay for something like that, which is understandable. But at the same time, if we can try to fix something to overcome this problem, I think it might be beneficial down the road. So this one thing that I wish I can change. The funding itself, it comes with some limitation itself. So they said I can hire undergrad student. So if you are MSU student, if you are doing something undergrad, then I can hire you as a research assistant, or you can do some part and you can get paid for that part. However, if you are postgrad, then this award will not pay for your work, which is kind of also a little bit of a hassle. Because all of you already graduated from medical school. So if I want to get some help from you and I want to get you paid, then this fellowship will not be applicable. So it's kind of what I want versus what they want and what they can pay for. This is the mismatch that I hope I can overcome or change. That's not on your part. This is just the university system part. And I'm sorry for some of you initially when we were talking about we're gonna do this, and I found out, oh, we cannot do it because of what I mentioned. Then later on we say we will do this, and another problem come because we didn't know the system, how it works. But thank you for your persistent work and sticking with us. I know some 2 fellows did not contribute as much or involve as much. I spoke to them and I really appreciate their input, and I wish them all the best. That's a long answer, right?
No, not at all. I think we all wish that we could have like full access for to the Michigan State University. That would be more beneficial for us. But this by itself was great. So anybody wants to share something about something you would like to change about this fellowship or a fun fact? Let's start. Lubaba.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Nadir, for the idea and for your persistence actually working on it to make it happen. And the obstacle that you encountered with the university is very understandable. And I think in the US, they really treat undergrad really different than the postgrad. I encounter something similar in issues when you are trying to get a scholarship for your study or anything. So if you are undergrad, you have better opportunity than being a postgrad or somebody have a bachelor degree. So that's really understandable. We appreciate that. I don't think there is something that I will change about this fellowship. The year we spent it, I believe it's really 100% that satisfying, and we accomplished a lot despite all of the happening around us. And you can imagine if we started this fellowship as an in-person thing and COVID came, definitely a lot of things we'll not be able to do it. So the fact that this fellowship, it has been virtually from the beginning is really a good sign and a better thing during that year. So yes, I do have a question for Dr. Nadir. Are you planning to make it an in-person in the future? And are you willing to make it an accredited program as well?
You open a big door for me. I spoke to a friend of mine and he appreciated the idea, but he gave me a bigger idea. The bigger one is not to focus only on the research part, actually, but to expand it to a clinical experience. We found out that all the 150 plus, let's say, geriatric fellowship, all of them, they don't completely get filled completely. Mostly they will fill 50%. If you have 2 positions, you will have an empty spot in geriatric fellowship. So he gave me the idea that we can apply for some big grant to cover the cost and hire you guys as a remote fellows in geriatric fellowship. The curriculum for that is online, so we don't have to invent anything. All the material will be available, and so you study. And to get that done, I think you can just join in your area some attending who goes to see patients older than 55, and you will be exposed to the geriatric medicine from that point. So that is a big idea. I'm not sure if we can continue with that route or not. It needs someone who's skillful in writing grants and connection and some support from the university. Regarding the fellowship next year, we will continue with virtual learning the same way you did. Hopefully, we can continue that down the road. I don't want this to end I think the benefit will be for all people. If we can actually duplicate or make similar programs in different universities here in the US for all unmatched residents or graduates, I think it will be beneficial for everyone. Because the last number, I think there are around 8,000 unmatched graduates, medical graduates in the US. And we don't know how about the rest outside the US. So these are the people who applied through ERAS and did not match. And then we have the people who are doing their step 1, step 2, and some people who already finished the steps and have the certificate, but they don't apply. So I think the number is very big. And we have a gap, we have a problem with in the next few years, the geriatric population is going to increase exponentially. It's going to be overwhelming. Beside the primary care is shrinking. They don't get paid well. They have trouble to survive. So it's kind of will help the US system if we can enroll some of you in actual medicine to help the system and to help you guys. So I'm not sure how it's going to be in a few years from now. Hopefully it will replicate in some other places here. I spoke to some physician from, I think, Alabama. She's interested, so we'll see how we can collaborate. The issue with generalized ability is you need some mentorship. You need someone who is interested in getting projects that doesn't involve you personally, like review of the chart or seeing patient or enrolling patients, which is a little bit challenge. So maybe part of it in the future, if we get some collaboration with some of the physicians here, is to get some spot actual physical so that you can come. MSU has some network, so let's say family medicine residency. They have like 7 so cities they work in. So whatever city you are close, maybe you will be working in person in that area. So you'll have some exposure. And if you need to work with someone in the office, hopefully that will be achieved. But the idea is to remotely you learn and you contribute, and hopefully you can produce some research work fruitful for you and for the research itself. But the other aspects of it, I think, also beneficial. The way you present, the way you communicate, the way you read, analyze, and also the way you contribute. Like you don't have to write about posters. You can write small essays. You can write some other type of contribution, referring to some letters, like to the editors or some. There are other ways for you as a researcher to improve your CV, for instance. So hopefully it will continue virtually. Also, I will need your support for that in the future. So hopefully we'll seek your help. Thank you. Any ideas are also accepted and appreciated.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nader. It's really, I can foresee the future of this fellowship being like the route for a lot of programs similar. And I think the idea of linking it to clinical aspect is going to be very beneficial. As you mentioned, there is a lot of shortage in the geriatricians and they are needed highly. And I think prediction that people will age more, and we are expecting like more geriatric population in the future. So I can foresee that's happening, and we're gonna use those people starting residency this year. I think maybe one of the ideas they can spread the word and seek through their attendings if somebody want to collaborate. And definitely, that's really great idea. Thank you so much. You have really a unique mind, mashallah, Dr. Nadir.
Thank you. I'm not sure about that, but thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Nader. I totally agree with Lubaba. Yeah, I think this will evolve into much more bigger project, and I think the people here they can focus their resources into making this a bigger thing, and I think it could happen. Yeah, it could happen. Thank you so much. So anybody else want to share anything?
So I will turn the question back to you guys. What can you change? You can just jump in about this fellowship. If you go back to day one and we told you you're gonna do this, what do you think you can say? Oh, I don't want to do this. I want to do that.
Well, the fact it's virtual, I think this is a good thing for me. It's flexible. You can do it on your. You can do stuff on your own time. But when we started, I think we was an awkward start, if I could say. A lot of times I didn't know which is which. And the fun thing, I didn't know like we have two Khalids. I like for a month or two, I thought we have only one Khalid. Maybe he's joining from two different devices or something. But no, on the academic aspect, I think maybe a well-focused curriculum, maybe next time. And as you said, the availability of the resources, the MSU, of course, that would be something that I would like to have, of course. And I would like to have like a timeline or a deadline. Maybe Dr. Nader, he's very, he likes to put the leadership on our hand. That's something we noticed, and we really appreciate that. This is like, because I think your understanding of leadership is way advanced, and that's why each one of us has evolved. And but I think maybe next time, if you could put for us like a timeline, deadline for this project, timeline for because we kind of lose track of all the stuff. Yeah, that's for me.
Well said. Thank you.
Go ahead, Madam.
Yeah, as exactly what you said right now, those are the biggest things. The start was really a bit awkward. We didn't know what to do, what to say at the start. But what to change really, what as I mentioned, is exactly precise. I think that's the beginning, the start. And I want to share a moment at the start when we had the first sessions. I had an idea, but I wasn't able to say it. I was very shy, frankly. So I didn't know what is the level of flexibility of this meeting, or what we are able to do, what not to do. So I sent an email to Dr. Nader saying, I'm having a plan, I want to present something, but I'm not sure, is it right, should I do it? I had the strongest support from Dr. Nader, and what he said in that email is the reason why I was able to be more productive, more active. I had such support which changed everything. If let's say Dr. Nader said, no, don't do it, definitely that would have been the shutdown. I wouldn't have really been contributing at all. It's his personality, his mentorship. He knows what needs to be done to push us. Really, he pushed me that way, which resulted in I said, even actually during the meeting, the meeting after, I was shy a bit to share that idea. He said, Mulham, you have something to say? And then I said the idea. So it's his way. He knows how to push us a bit, and sometimes even more, until we have that courage so that we improve. So thank you, Dr. Nader, for that opportunity and giving me that support, really, which I needed. And you knew exactly what was needed for myself and for everyone. And you keep on pushing us on those moments. And definitely the part which, as I said, which is the Khalid, it was very confusing at times. At times I thought it's one, sometimes it's two, sometimes it's three actually, because there was Khalid Adam, sometimes somebody enters Khalid Abdul Qadir, and then Khalid Osman. We later knew that it's Khalid Adam, it's Khalid Abdul Qadir, and many incidents happened. I will share one of the incidents that happened once. We had a meeting as a group out of this meeting, and what happened is that time, unfortunately, Khalid Osman had COVID. Alhamdulillah, right now he recovered, and also Marwa recovered. But during that meeting, he said he won't be able to attend. So while I was saying that everyone, Khalid Osman, he won't be able to attend, Khalid Adam was in the meeting, and suddenly Khalid Adam entered again, but with a different account, with Khalid Abdul Qadir. I was like, Salam alaikum, Khalid. It's really great you are here with us, and we really hope that you're really good and your health is good, and thank you for being here. He was like, no, I'm the same person. I was like, oh. Yeah, it was a very awkward moment, but it's funny. And of course, we all know them both very well, and both they have been very contributing. We enjoyed their interaction. We enjoyed everyone here. And there's a lot of funny incidents that happened. For instance, the incident where, I don't know if it's funny or not, but Dalia, I don't know if she's here, but maybe she's busy. It's difficult days right now with a lot of things. But I remember the day when we had interaction between the research projects. I think it was cohort and other subdivisions. There was misunderstanding from different parts. We entered here and there. We had a long discussion about it, and everyone interacted. That's actually the meeting where I think Weil was leading the meeting during that day, and then Dalia was interested in an answer. So first, I think Marwa started provide an answer. It was a great answer, but Dalia was like, okay, this is really great, but I'm having an angle that is not clear. Can somebody else provide an answer? Then I think somebody else entered. It resulted in confusion. Actually, I remember I entered provide an answer, which confused everything because I responded in a different area. I was confused a bit, so I responded on cross-sectional. Then somebody else entered and discussed. I think everyone contributed in that discussion, but those discussions are really crucial, and which made it really interesting. Like everyone had an angle. Everyone was contributing in this angle, that angle, which made it really memorable. Everyone here really, definitely I remember a moment which we shared, and that's what makes this really an amazing, really amazing experience, that we had this contribution every week. I was waiting for Saturday because this is the day I'm going to meet everyone who I consider friends and actually family to a degree. Really, I consider that, and that's really something I'm going to miss, definitely, because we had this for a long time. But once again, this is not the end. This is the start of our friendship, and inshallah it will be, we can do a lot. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Mulham. Thanks.
Thank you, Mulham. Yeah, well said. And there was a lot of fun moments. Yeah, I remember that when we were, me and Marwa, Lubaba, and Dalia were doing something about the fall abstract. Lubaba is very pushy. She knows that for us. We need to finish. That's a good thing. And she was explaining her, and Lubaba and Marwa were discussing something in the group. Basically, me and Dalia, we had no clue what they were talking about. So she reached out for me in the private. Their understanding for research back then was advanced for us. So in the private, she was talking about what they're talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. So we started like something, maybe explaining to each other. Research for dummies, something like we can like explain what they were talking about in the practice, so we can rejoin them again. But that was nice experience. And Khalid, he was writing something that in the comment, he said that I think one day we would be able to brag about how we were at the start of something much greater. I agree, Khalid. Well said. Khalid, Adam, you can go ahead.
Yes, sorry guys for confusing you about like this different names, because I have my name on my laptop and also my name on my phone. And usually during the meeting, I'm at work and we have two offices. So I keep my laptop in one of the offices, and also I join you by the phone to not miss anything. And I go up to the second office. I think this creates a lot of confusion. Also, Lubaba, I learned that Dr. Nadir not just has a great mind, I think he also very artistic. From your colleague, Dr. Nadir Marghani, he mentions that you have some like calligraphy talent, and you on leather you wrote it something very beautiful about the mother, I think on the Mother's Day, and everyone I think in your class they asked you to write to them, which was beautiful when I read it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So thank you, Khalid, for the inside info. We could, who is raising their hand? Lubaba.
Okay, thank you so much, Mulham, for sharing the fun facts. And in Dr. Nadir question regarding what would we change or what we wanted different for the fellowship. As Azza mentioned, your way of leadership is really advanced for us, like the responsibility on us to keep with the deadlines and stuff like that. And we are very laid back on that. Some of us like with work and everything, but I feel like if in the future is like something really restricted, or maybe some assignments that need to be turned on, for example, the 33 month, you should be like preparing for specific projects by the end of the 3 months. This is the deadline. We are not going to push, for example, Ali, please send Dr. Nadir, we're not ready. So we are sharing our secrets now. We've been pushing. Ali was the leader, and like, we don't want to send individual text for Dr. Nadir that we are not ready. But you are the leader and you need to send Dr. Nadir that to push. And you are, thankfully, you are really very, as you said, as it's really advanced and very, very generous in giving us taking the responsibility at some points. But I think this is the area that we need it more restricted, so we can accomplish, I think, more. I try to be bossy and I'm pushing the college of doing, and I've been the most one, I think, writing in the WhatsApp. By the way, the thing that you see, guys, in the WhatsApp on the general group, it has maybe 2/3 of it with each one individually. So I've been reaching for fellows individually as well, regarding like, I think that was during the projects that we worked on. And I've been pushing Azza too for this meeting as well. So I'm just like laying it all out today. So but it has been a fun year, and I really enjoyed working with all of you. As I said, brothers and sisters. I have only one sister, so since whatever group I get, so I feel like all those people around me are brothers and sisters, and I hang on to that. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Lubaba.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lubaba. Thank you for everything. I feel like we're one big family and you're like the big sister telling everybody what to do. But we appreciate it.
I disagree with the big sister. I allergic from that.
So yeah, Mulham, you raising your hand or this?
Sorry, that's from earlier. Sorry.
Oh, that's from earlier. Okay.
Ali is
Ali. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. Thank you, Rubaba, Azza, and all others for the nice word. Actually, I remembered one fun fact. When we were preparing for the AGS presentation, Roa and I, we had so much difficulties at first to meet virtually because we have casual cutoff, power cutoff. I think we were, one day we have electricity, and the other day, Roa has power. So we had so much difficulties. She was going to her relatives, and also sometimes I go. Also, we have different. Yes, it was good for us because we are in Sudan and we have the same timing, but we never had chance. I think we were trying to meet for like 10 days, and when we were meeting, we had the Zoom meeting. Like the first 20 minutes, we chat, we laugh. How do I look? How is my shirt? How is my hair? And so on.
He was
So,
wearing the pajama and then the jacket.
Yeah, then let's pause, and then I will wear this shirt and we'll start. And that was so much fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Ali, for sharing.
Thank you, Ali, and thank you, Roa. And by the way, that was a great presentation from both of you.
Thank you, Allah.
All right, who's next? Khalid, I think that's from before.
No, I just want to add something. If maybe we can categorize what we presented throughout this fellowship or year, and we can start like all our presentations concerning research. If we start from the basic and going up gradually till the heavy level, and I think we categorize it and we order it this way. Maybe the fellows that for like upcoming group, they might have it more like organized, or they can they have something even maybe like upfront if they have time, so they can just go read and study and prepare. And I think this it will help them a lot. Thank you.
That's a great idea, Khalid. Yes, I think we need to do more, reflect back on what we did, and maybe be more organized. You're right. Okay, Marwa, go ahead.
Yes, I just would like to add to the point that Khalid just mentioned. I think we, at some point, we already started that thing. I started a Google sheet. I put down some of the presentations that presented so far, but obviously, like I believe afterwards, it was not updated, so we had a lot of more presentations afterwards. We can add it to that, and it's a good idea, as Khalid said, we can categorize that. I think that could be like, can help maybe guide if there are certain topics were not covered, maybe they can be covered in the coming year. But overall, Dr. Nader, as an answer to your question, I don't think there's like major area that we were deficient in where we didn't cover. I think we did great. And from the fellowship, yes, the start was like maybe bumpy. At first, we were not sure what to expect, what we're gonna get, but overall, as I said, due to like your leadership being based on like, okay, like consulting us or asking us like, what do we think, what like what are our interests. We eventually covered almost like a great deal of the topics that should have been covered, and yeah, I just feel satisfied. I don't think there's like much to be changed or anything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marwa. Thank you so much. Okay, so do you want to add anything, guys? So we can finalize.
Didn't hear from Tamador or Sumi.
Tamadur. Go ahead, Tamadur. So Tamadur, what do you think you would like to change, or what is fun fact about this?
So depend on my personality. Like when Dr. Nadir asked who will gonna volunteer, I will not go volunteer. So I think for next time, it has to be like not optional. You will do that and something like that. Maybe, yeah, not voluntary.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Tamadur. And I think that's Dr. Nadir way of giving us the responsibility, I think. But he needs to be pushy next time. And we know that I can speak on behalf of the ladies here, being moms, and we have kids at home, we have to tend to, and the weekends, that was not easy. So that was not easy. So I would like to thank all the ladies here, because I know what we go through in the weekends. I'm biased, but I would like to have the opportunity to be biased.
No, definitely, I agree with you, Azza, for your last point, and Tamadur. The idea of getting you involved is you are doing much more than whenever you participate. I think you are greatly appreciated because of all the responsibilities that you are taking care of your families, and sometimes other responsibilities husband and extend beyond that. But thank you.
I want to share something funny. Once I remember when I received the first email from Dr. Nadir, I was so happy, like jumping, and I called my husband. I received like a research position, and now we have to think about moving to Michigan. And before I received the email, we decide to buy new mattresses for our house. Then I say, okay, this is good. I will not buy until I move to Michigan. And then I call, I know Azza before we met here, and I called her, like, I hear from you, you write in the WhatsApp that you are accepted to this research fellow. And what about, she said, I live in Michigan, but this research is online. Then I say, oh, this will change anything. Now I can buy the mattresses.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, the mother was willing to like move to Michigan for this. So I know she has. She was very enthusiastic, and I think she still is. Despite everything, being a mom is a work like 24 hours or 7 hours. I remember one day my kids was like having like I don't want to say a fight, but they were talking a lot, and I had to attend the meeting. So the only quiet place that I found was the closet. So I attended the whole meeting from the closet. So I know, like being a mom is like we have like some different challenges. But yes, anybody else wants to?
I second what you said, Azza. Thank you so much for making us like taking the opportunity to being biased as mothers. Just like to reiterate what you encountered before. So what I just told you, like I have to change location and so I can find a better internet in the house. I couldn't because the kids are having a lot of noise downstairs. And as you said, I don't want to say a fight, but I had to come back to my spot. So this has been our life for long. And I think we need to be proud of that. We are. Personally, I would say I'll share my personal story. I've been a mother since medical school, actually. I got married after the first year, second year. I graduated with 2 daughters. I had my third one after graduation. So I'm still reiterating the fact that I am not the big sister for the group. I am the big sister for my kids. My older has been accepted to college this year. She is going to graduate this upcoming Friday, and she's starting college. I don't believe that, so I'm still the big sister for them. So being a mother is really something different, and a lot of challenges, a lot of obstacles, and a lot of things that you put your kids first for it, and then you come back to yourself. So thank you so much, Azza, for bringing the subject, and it's a little bit about me. So I would love to hear about all of you guys. So just to finish it up about my personal life, I grew up in Al Ubaid in Sudan. So I think Somi will learn a lot of cities in Sudan today. So I'm from Western Sudan. I grew up in Al Ubaid all of my elementary years and until I joined the University of Juba in Khartoum. And afterwards, I left the country. Thank you.
Well, thank you for sharing, Lubaba. That's amazing, mashallah. You having kids going to college, mashallah. I think that's a part of your, that's made you who you are, I think. You have that nurturing aspect. Yes. I have 2 kids. There are 8 and 4 and 5. There, I mean 5, 8 and 5. So a lot of noise. Boy and a girl. So they don't usually get along. Boy doing boy stuff and she's doing girl stuff. And I have to be in the middle. Yeah. Sumi, go ahead.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, all the mothers and probably the dad. I know that Dr. Nadir is a dad too, so it's not easy for him to join in Saturday as well because kids have lots of extracurricular activities and dropping and picking up. So of course, I would want to take the credit as a mom, but yeah, as we all are here, so all the fathers are taking care of their child. So that's something reassuring. I mean, that's something we should mention too. But of course, yeah, being mother is a 24/7 job without any without any. I said to my husband that there's a lifetime and lifetime paidless job, so you cannot expect anything for that. But of course that's very that's I think being a mother is the most successful job as a woman. And same like all of you, I also the fun story I want to share from my personal life is when I was in third year. I grew up in Bangladesh, and I went to University of Dhaka. Dhaka is capital of Bangladesh. So from there, where I study, actually my father-in-law was a professor there. So during my third year of medical school, we have community medicine, and he's a biostatistician. So as from the beginning, I have a fascination for public health. So I was involved in a research with him, and that's how my life started. Because during fourth year, at that when I was in fourth year in medical school, my husband now, he came here as a graduate student in US. And during my fifth year, my father-in-law told me and my parents that they like me and they want to make this happen for his son. But I'm the only daughter for my parents, and I have only brother who lives in London already. He was in PhD. He was a PhD student in London. So my parents, it was a great decision. It was very difficult for them and for me, because they don't want to leave both of their children, outside of Bangladesh. So it was like, 1.5 years, but I really like my father-in-law a lot as a teacher, as a mentor. And I never met my husband at that time, but I thought like as a person like him, probably his son would be very good too. I don't know that, but yeah, I was biased by that. And, finally anyway, during my fifth year, we married and it happened. But yeah, same thing. My parents and it was a arranged marriage kind of. And then I joined my husband after internship. I had to stay literally 1.5 years after the marriage, and then I came here, and then I have my daughter in a year or so. So I went through all these USMLE exams alone. Yeah, it was very difficult, at the same time studying and then taking care of the child. And these countries, everything is new. You have to literally learn how to drive, all the cultural barrier. English is not, I hope that any of us, the English is not a first language. But one thing I would say, I think while I was in Bangladesh, I was very spoiled, being only one child. Only one daughter. I did not realize the value of life. But when I came here, I learned a lot. And I feel like, it's give me so many opportunity from other aspect of life, as a mother, and then you have to manage multiple things at the same time. When she was literally 7 months, I took step 1, and then when she is 3 years, I took a step 2. So, and a step 3 also. So I study with her. Sometimes I made her sit. I know this is a story for all the mothers here. When I was studying for long hours of USMLE, she used to sit beside me. And I can say that's the positive, that's make a very positive impact in your child life, because she's watching that her mom is very hardworking and really studying every day, for long hours. So I think I made that habit. So she is studious, I can say that. So everything is, everything has a good, and those things. Still, sometimes she this Saturday also, sometimes I made her sit beside me, that as a future healthcare worker, if you want to go for that, it's this is something either Saturday, Sunday, or some extra time you have to spend for research or something else and all that. So that kind of environment I want to expose her from the beginning of the life. So, and you have to be very multitasker. So those are the good things. And I really enjoyed, to know all of you. And I actually made Dr. Nadir a very different way than all of you. So, I just joined last year for a master's program at MSU, and I was just going through all the faculties, profiles. And so I found Dr. Nadir that, okay, when I was reading his story and all that, like a bibliography for the faculty. So I said, okay, I will email him. We'll see if he has any opportunity or anything like that. And then I email him that, do you have any opportunity for research or something like that? I have one kind of idea that the COVID, at that time, it was the pandemic started. and he immediately emails me, and then he wanted to talk to me about this fellowship, and it's ended up with totally different thing. And then I'm like, oh my God, he's very helpful in every aspect. And whenever I work with so many mentors here, as I have I'm working still as a research project and some, but I think Dr. Nadir is the most available mentor so far I have worked with. Like, he will be available either phone or via text or email or call or anything, which is very, he's so dedicated. It means he's so dedicated for this program, and like it shows that how much he cares about us and all that. So, I think I talk too much. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Sumi. And well said. Also, thank you for all the dads, all the fathers in the group, and all the fathers in our life. Ru'a, go ahead.
So thank you, Azza, for bringing this issue. And Lubaba, by the way, I'm astonished that you have a baby girl, not a baby girl. She's going to college, mashallah. You're not a big sister here, mashallah. So I have a baby boy. His name is Yasin. When I started this fellowship, he was 1 year old. And because when I went to the interviews the first time to the United States, I left him with my mother. He was 7 months old at that time, and he spent like 3 or 4 months with her. So he got attached very much to her. He even likes her more than me. So when I started this fellowship, my house is 30 to 40 minutes drive from my mother's house. So each Saturday I have to drive 40 minutes to her home to get her the baby, and then at the end of the day to my home. So I really apologize for asking you too much to change the time of the meeting. I think I'm the only one who asked for this couple of times before. And two funny facts about being a mother. I remember Yasin, he treats my phone like his phone, to a degree that if he's watching YouTube or a video and then someone called, he just end the call, even without giving me a notice that this phone is ringing. So he will not accept like to take this phone and spend 2 to 3 hours in a meeting. And I remember the last meeting when I even told the Baba about this. I bought like a shower gel specifically made to help the baby sleep well at night. So in order to attend the meeting, I was alone. I gave him a shower like 7:30 so he can sleep. And then I put him in bed and try to put a scarf and put my headset under the scarf so he cannot see that I'm attending the meeting. And then I gave him the milk and he started to sleep. And then he said, "Oh, Mama, what is this?" And then I have to turn the camera and try to put him again. So I think it's difficult to have a baby and do things online unless you have a good support system. So thank you all.
Thank you, Ru'a. And thank you for everybody here and all the moms that are going to residency. Stay strong, and you can do this, and hope everything will go well for you and your kids. I know the residency is very tough, and I know you're thinking about your kids before your time. So I hope everything will go well for your kids and for you, of course.
Thank you, Azza. Thank you so much.
All right. So I think we are finalizing. If you
I
want.
was just gonna say,
okay.
I really appreciate every effort on joining the meeting. Before we end the meeting, if you can just bring your child, say hi on the camera, that would be yeah.
Here, here.
They're calling you.
Hello. Hi there. Hi. That's
Hi.
lovely. Hello.
Say hi.
Hi. Hi. Hello. MashaAllah. They look so cute, all of them.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Oh, MashaAllah,
Dr.
MashaAllah.
Nadir, we'd like to see them.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Yasin.
Hello, Yasin.
You have to bring Yasin to me. I told you, Rawi.
Yes.
I'll
He wanna
take care
tell
of him
you
until
all
you
that
finish
he
it.
knows head, shoulder, knees, and toes. Yasin.
Oh, wow,
Yeah, and
MashaAllah.
our youngest fellow,
Oh,
Tamadur
yeah.
girl. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Wow. So, MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. What's her name?
Mount.
MashaAllah.
Oh, MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
Mount.
Hello.
Shoulder.
Dr.
Look at
Nadir,
this.
what are your
Knees.
kids?
I have 4 girls.
MashaAllah. Hi.
Oh, MashaAllah.
الله يبارك فيكم.
الله يبارك فيك. تسلم إن شاء الله. ما شاء الله. ربنا يحفظهم كلهم إن شاء الله. Allah protect every one of them. Thank you for sharing. And I like the smile. Keep it.
Dr. Nadir, you would like to see your kids if they are available at home?
Yeah, tell us about yours.
Yeah.
They were just here, but they left down. So I wanted to. So I have 2 boys, 2 girls. The 3 are older, so 7th grade, 8th grade, and one in the high school. And the last one is she's in 1st grade. She's active one. So I wanted to bring her here. Sometimes maybe you will see her on the side sometimes asking question, or sometimes she has homework to be done. So, but in the future, they will join you guys.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sure. We would love to see them.
Yeah.
And actually, when they grow older, they don't like cameras and photos and stuff like that. So I'm
That's true.
struggling to find the photo on my phone to share it. And I will get like a lecture afterwards when they find out that I shared something with them.
Yes, you know this.
Well, the country like America. Yeah. So
yeah.
I have to get a permission first.
Yeah.
Yes. MashaAllah. And Rayyan, I'm glad that you joined. I haven't seen you in the start of the meeting. I'd like to hear your voice before we can conclude. Rayyan, are you there?
Hello, yeah, I'm glad to join you. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I'm sorry for being late.
It's okay. We just want to share with you. It has been just sharing our moments and our fun facts about the fellowship, and if you would like to share anything.
I don't think for now, but I would like to thank Dr. Nadir for this opportunity. And it definitely helped a lot with matching and with making our CV better. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and good to have you. Really appreciate all the effort, all the work that you did, and I wish you all the best.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for the nice day and for the nice meeting. And we had a lot of plans in the backstages, and Lubaba knows that we we had a lot of plans for this day, and we hope that we could meet in person and share everything and stories in person. But I'm sure it will happen one day. We understand that a lot of people has their exams coming and they're preparing for their residency and the COVID situation, our fellows in Sudan. We hope that you will be able to join us. Khalid, Ali, and Ru'a, I know that you're coming for your residency, but hopefully the next year, guys, you'll get accepted too, and we will all meet for sure one day.
Inshallah.
Allah.
Thank you so much, guys. And if I may present one thing on behalf of all of the group and all of the fellows, and after Lubaba's permission, of course, if she allows me, that should be a surprise. But I think being everything today is done virtual, and graduation has been done virtual, and everything is done virtual. So we are here and we are all gathered, and we would like to thank Dr. Nader, and we would like to present him like with one thing in like on behalf of all the fellows, and it's here with me, and I would like to show it to you before it will reach you in person. So everybody will have the chance to at least be part of it. So I'm sorry, Lubaba, if you're not agreeing with that, but it's just the spirit of the moment.
No, please don't. I would like to say a word before, as Azza mentioned, that we really plan to be a really surprise for you, Dr. Nader. We all collaborated in finding a day to come to Michigan and meet you, and actually try to drag you to one of the restaurants without you knowing and surprising you. So this is the image that we put in our mind. But unfortunately, things didn't go well. Most of our colleagues are in the transition phase, moving from area to area. And I think Khalid Adams still en route to his new location, joining us from the car. So, and a lot of our colleagues taking the step 3. So, but really, I'm suggesting that we need to find a day that we make a reunion for us going to Michigan. Part of it, I was telling, I think, Khalid and Azza that the plan, and Sumi also, that as a batch, we go to the university and take pictures and be like have some memories there. So this is our plan, and we are sorry that we were not able to fulfill it. You deserve more than what we planned for, and we really hope that in the near future we can meet you and express our gratitude in person as well. But thank you so much, and Azza, please don't be sorry. We understand that's difficult.
I just couldn't find a better moment, and I just wanted like to share with all of you here, and this is like from all of the fellows. I think Dr. Nader, that's a small thing, small thank you from all of us. Can you see?
Yeah.
I know the words are hard to see, but
you can read it as well.
Yep. Appreciation. We hereby present Dr. Nader Abdurrahman, Assistant Professor of Geriatric Medicine at Michigan State University, for your unwavering support and unrelenting guidance that helped in leading our path to success. You are being honored with much appreciation and gratitude. And this is from all of us Telegeriatric Research Fellows. And our names are at the end. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And
it will reach
you don't have to
eventually.
Okay, yeah, you didn't have to. It's your success and really what matters for me. And the words is not enough to thank you, every one of you. And really appreciate making this successful year for you guys. And hopefully we will continue. And as you said, maybe one day we will meet in person. I wish you all the best, and thank you really 1,000 times.
Ali, you want to say something? Your hands up. I didn't see you.
No, yeah.
I'm sorry, Ali. You can go ahead.
No, not a problem. Okay. I just want to suggest before we close, maybe we can take a group photo in this meeting. I don't know if someone can take a screenshot or so. So until we meet and take the actual photo. And also thank you, Dr. Nader. Thank you all the fellows. Thank you, Azza, for leading this meeting.
Great idea.
Thank you, Ali. Are you suggesting a photo? I'm sorry, I missed a part of your.
Yes. If we can take we can turn our videos on and take a screenshot. Maybe it would compensate for a group photo.
Exactly. You're right. That's a good idea. I don't know how to do it though.
I took one already, but you can say, guys, fellowship or cheat.
I don't know.
Let me see if I can take another one.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. I'll share it here, maybe.
Yeah, probably you can share with us in the WhatsApp group so we all can have it.
Yes, sure.
Thank you so much, Ali, for the idea. I think we're compensating for for not having the real thing that we're planning to do. Thank you. So thank you, everybody. That has been a great meeting and a great graduation ceremony, we can say. And we will continue in our meetings. And good luck for all the fellows who are starting the residency. And we hope that you have all the success, and we can definitely see you one day, and we will join you in the residency, of course, one day. Thank you so much, guys. And I think that will be a conclusion for our day. Thank you, Dr. Nader, of course. We cannot say thank you enough. And if you would like to say something, or we can say goodbye for today and we can meet next Saturday. Roa is going to lead the meeting next Saturday. And if we can suggest anything for next meeting, but for now, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for all the details or the things that we shared today. I'm very thankful to each one of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, and really appreciate and congratulations to everyone. I wish you all the best, and really I enjoyed working with you guys. So keep it up, wherever direction you go to. And for those who will continue with us, I really appreciate your effort and time, and looking forward to working with you for next season. Thank you. Have a wonderful day and night, and wherever you are. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Nader, and thank you, everyone.
Have a good day, everyone.
Drive safe.
Thank you, Azza.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good day. Great week. Bye.
Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Good day. Bye.
Have a wonderful day.